I was looking at the bees in the beehive. The Lord said, I want my people to be busy as bees, where you are busy with God and with His ways and His things, but it's for a greater purpose. How strategy is so part of how the bees function. The Lord said to me, but I want you to think about my tabernacle. The tabernacle didn't start with the Israelites. It started in Genesis, in the garden with Adam and Eve. And Adam and Eve were priests. The original words that He uses for them to work and take care of this place speak of the same duties that the priests had. God Himself walking and talking with them. They working and worshiping. And it's the same for us. As we are the royal priests, we also have this altar of the tabernacle within us. As I was watching the bees, God said to me, this is not just about working. Busy as a bee. Work, work, work. Busy as a bee. It's work and worship. We talk to Him because the veil has been torn. We have access to this place of the Holy of Holies. I want to just talk about strategy. Luke 14 verse 28. Jesus is talking to them. You need to, before you build the house, sit down and actually plan and count the cost of how much it's going to cost you to build this house. What is this going to cost me? Verse 31, a commander who goes to war doesn't just go to war. He first sits down with his men, plan a strategy. And that strategy does not always mean they're going to go straight into war. That's why he says, count the cost first. It is deciding what we're not going to do. And which boundaries or guidelines or actions, which weapons. It also has to do with timing, especially God's timing. We need wisdom and counsel. How do we get this strategy? It starts with us, worship and prayer. We go to the tabernacle, face to face with God. Sometimes it's going to cost you something. We still want to fight these wars in the natural. We still want to make a plan. Busy, busy as a bee. Make a plan. So the bees do this thing of mapping. They fly, but as they come into this new hive and they start to go out to start getting the pollen and everything, they do this thing of homing, mapping, where they actually can remember their pathway to that specific flower. But when we look at the bees, it looks crazy, like they're all over the place. But actually, they know exactly where they're going. That this is us. We draw close to Him. We're not going after the perfect hubs and the hexagons of the hive that is so perfect, the bigger picture. We're not going after that. We're going after this tabernacle of God, His